Thanks for coming. First off, I really want to thank our students and the parents of our players and Loyal Aztecs who were up in Pasadena on Saturday. And that was nice to see the one end zone. There were quite a few folks there, and the red and black. And we just wish and we apologize for not taking care of our end of the deal, which we did not do. But now we need to move forward and correct the things that we didn't do well, and that's what we'll do this week, and move forward and take that next step. Pretty healthy. John Soto got a little bit of an ankle, but he'll be okay. And Davion, coming back from that scope he had, irritates him a little bit, but he'll be okay. So we got out of it really pretty clean as a team. He's all right. Don't know yet. We'll see how the week goes. I mean, it always is a weekly, daily thing as far as how we evaluate and what we look at, and whoever has the best week will start. Well, I think you got to give them some credit, and then also I think we've got to stay committed to it a little more, and then the same thing. We really got ourselves in a hole and got off track. When you look at off schedule down-wise, we started getting to some pretty significant second downs and long and thirds and longs, and so we had to throw the ball a little more than we wanted. But there's some real good runs in there that were blocked really well, and then there's some others that we need to do a better job with. I hope. We'll find out. I don't know. I think we're still learning a lot about ourselves as we go through it. I think there were some good things that happened in that ball game that are great teaching moments. But at the same time, I think our running game will come around as we continue through the season.
Were they as physical? Was your team as physical as you want them to be?
I don't know if we'll ever be as physical as I would like us to be, but I thought our kids played with a really good spirit, and I think they played with really good effort. I think we can be more physical at the point of attack on both sides of the ball at times and have more consistency there. And that's one thing that, good teams have is that consistency, and that's what we've got to work towards. We talked about there's 6 to 8 plays in a game that really can determine the outcome, and if you don't execute on those 6 to 8 plays, then you're going to be in trouble. Well, I think right now, we're kind of comfortable where we're at. I'd like to get Devon back a little more. He's had an ankle that's taken him a little time, and he's practicing, but he's just not where he needs to be. So I'd like to see him get some touches in there. But, I think the three guys all did something good. Sully had a couple good runs in there. I thought Walter showed a good burst. Like to see Anthony get loose a little more. I think, and that's not all Anthony's fault. I think a couple times he didn't have a choice, but be corralled pretty early. So I think we're comfortable with the guys who are there. I'd like to get Devon a little bit and just see how that goes. Well, I think there's some good things that he can do too. No, not at all. We lined up. We had a couple missed alignments, and I'll be, I don't know if I like the term pushed all over there, Hacksaw, but there were a couple alignment mistakes, and there was a couple technique mistakes that really could have been a big factor in stopping those plays. You know, they had the one breakout where we got to do a better job keeping it inside, and Logan Ketchum makes a tremendous play hustling down on a 29-yard gain, I think, or a 33-yard gain, and it was a great effort by him. But, you know, that should have never got out to that point.
Pretty easy to get excited for UCLA in the Rose Bowl season.
Sure, sure.
Get your kids and that
I think, you know, a couple things. I think, number one, we got to worry about us first. It doesn't matter who we're playing. I mean, we're going to know their personnel and what they do well on both sides of the ball, but we've got so much improvement we need to make. And I think on top of that, you know, this is our home opener. So I think there'll be some excitement that, you know, the students will be here. I think, you know, the Sky Show's here, and so maybe that brings out some more folks. I don't know, but I think our guys, from what I could tell on Sunday and how they came in this building and how they came to go to work, I was pleased with. So I think the attitude's right. I think the leadership's right. They were hurt and disappointed, and you should be. You know, losing's no fun, and they also understand the things that we could have done so much better to you know, go up there and win if we had executed.
Knowing there will be some extra fans there, do you feel pressure to fill your program with people that might not be at the next football regularly?
No. I mean, we're just going to do what we do. I mean, no, not really. I mean, we want to go every time we take the field, go win and compete and play together and being accountable. So, no.
follow up on that. Is there any additional pressure because you guys are expected to win this game? This is a game that people consider should win.
Well, I don't know if people have watched them play. You know, they've got some good football players. You know, quarterback's a transfer from BYU and Oregon. They got a running back who rushed for 176 yards, and 5 offensive linemen, 4 of them returning starters who are big old guys. And defensively, I really think Coach Lamb does a great job of coaching that team because they play with a great, you know, heart and desire. So, you know, we've got a lot of work to do. So I don't see it that way.
How did you think Rocky's defense held up over 4 quarters? Did they make a lot of long assignments? Do you think they made progress? In fact, even came in and
Sure.
didn't come out from the 55-9?
Well, I thought the second and third quarter there was a lot of field position against our defense, and I thought those guys bowed up in there. I mean, a guy kicks a 52 and a 50-yard field goal. I mean, he did a great job, but I thought our defense, you know, all but about 4 plays in there that, you know, are 4 costly plays. I think we hit Prince 15 times, sacked him 3 times. I think there was pressure on him. You could kind of see their game plan a little bit early. The first play of the game, they rolled him out of the pocket. They didn't want to keep him on that launch pad that, you know, to make it hard on the defense. So I thought the kids, and I thought the kids played extremely hard the whole game. I think play 72, we showed them on Sunday. There were a couple guys not competing off blocks like we would like to see them, and so we addressed that issue with them. But I thought they played extremely hard.